XRP is not what it says it is. It is not a cross-border payments coin.
I've seen a lot of this guy's videos, and I think that he's really good, and I think he comes from a good place. I think we just have different perspectives on how this system works and where it's going, and yeah. So I wanted to come on. First, he says XRP is not being used as a bridge asset. So let's just touch on that real quick. So let's kind of look at the old system and how the old Swiss system works with Swift. And of course, XRP isn't partnered with Swift because they're trying to replace Swift, right? It's a whole new system. But so XRP, so Swift is just a messaging network. Bank A sends Bank B a message saying, I'm going to send you $1 million. But the actual money doesn't move through Swift. It comes from Nostro Vostro accounts, so pre-funded accounts overseas. The system is slow, expensive, and costs trillions of dollars. It just sits around the world. Now there's RippleNet. RippleNet is a version of that messaging layer. It does the same job as Swift, but it's faster, cheaper, and it aligns with the ISO 20022 global standard. That's why names like Santander, American Express, yes, they are partners, CIBC, SBI Remittance, they're all using RippleNet today. But here's the catch. If they're only using RippleNet, they still need Nostro Vostro account. That means RippleNet alone is just a better Swift. Okay, so, and then that's where XRP comes in, right? So XRP is the on-demand liquidity, the ODL. It doesn't need those pre-funded Nostro Vostro accounts around the world. Instead, they can convert US dollar to XRP to MXN in seconds. Bank B receives pesos instantly, no money trapped overseas. And this is not just a theory. Companies have been doing it. Bitso, EuroXM, SBI Remittance have all used XRP in live payment corridors. That's the step Swift can't match. Instant liquidity in real settlement. So now there's been another video that he's put out, and I've read the papers and what people say. So essentially there is a person who used to work for Ripple who have come out and kind of outed Jake Claver for saying, you know, XRP is ISO 20022 aligned. And let me just clarify something. I'm speaking for myself only. When I talk about XRP being ISO 20022 aligned, it's RippleNet that I'm talking about. So yeah, I guess in a sense, those lines between the company and the asset are a little bit blurred, but that's because you can't use one without the other. So there's a reason why banks and institutions are using RippleNet because they're getting ready for XRP, right? Because RippleNet by itself is just a messaging standard. XRP is the ODL or on-demand liquidity. All right, so then he talks about how Monica Long loves paying people on TikTok and other platforms to leverage XRP. So this was in 2017 when it was needed, first of all. Second of all, I would call that advertising. I'm not sure like what the big deal about that is. I will just clarify, I am not paid by Ripple or XRP or anybody else, unfortunately. I will tell you this, if they ever approached me, I would say yes in a heartbeat, and not just for the money, but because I only align myself with things that I believe in and companies that I believe in. So there's that. Not paid to promote XRP in any way. So let's just, sum it up. XRP alone isn't a solution. RippleNet alone isn't a solution. But together, RippleNet plus XRP, that's what removes the Nostro Vostro accounts and creates cross-border settlements.